gonna have our second thing, and it's gonna be Jesus and William, and you're gonna. Our topic for this long form is gonna be I have waited for you all my life.
What? What are you looking at?
Oh, the thing is that it sounds like there is an airplane passing by.
I don't hear anything.
Well, perhaps it's because you're too far.
Nope.
Well, don't worry because it has just gone.
Oh,
But I want to introduce something, somebody important and interesting. Hold on a second, please.
okay. Uh,
Look,
whoa. Hello, little feller. Where you been hiding?
say hello to William.
Hello. How are you?
So, yeah, I've been wanting a companion like this one all of my life, and now I have it.
You mean that's your first ever pet?
Can you believe that?
Well,
When I
really?
was a kid, well, I cannot say that it was my pet, but there was a rat in my bedroom all the time.
A rat.
I could talk to the rat, but one day I found out that my mom had killed it, so I don't think that applies like a pet.
Oh. Well,
Yeah,
did
so
you
ever
like the rat?
since, eh?
Did you like the rat?
Yes, of course. She was all gray with a long tail.
Oh my. It sounded like you really liked that little fella.
Oh, yeah. His name was Ben.
Ben the rat. Huh.
Ben, yeah, Ben the rat. Yeah.
Well, that must have been a very traumatic experience for you after you found out that Ben was killed by your mom.
Well, I've been haunted by that memory all of my life ever since.
Oh my God. So no wonder you cherish your new pet now.
Well, yeah, it's no, you know what is the best thing of it?
No, tell me.
That she can hunt rats and mice and stuff.
Edit,
That's
Jesus say. So I now know what the core of your intimacy issues are, John. It
No,
seems that you never got over the fact that your mother killed your rats and you've never gotten over it. And that's why you have all these relationships you have. You don't let anybody get close to you, John.
well, yeah, I guess it is. I guess you're right. Uh, yeah, now I understand, or I think that I understand the reason why I haven't been happy.
You've never trusted women because you always thought the next shoe's gonna drop and she's gonna take away something precious from you. That is why
Yeah,
your last girlfriend lasted what, 2 weeks? I mean,
1 week and a half.
1 week and a half. You told me that all your relationships have been less than how long? You've never had a long-term relationship, John, have you?
All of my life, in all of my life, the longest relationship I have had has been like 2 months.
Yes, John, because every time this happens, and now you got this pet, because you think the pet will replace a live person, and the pet is not gonna. And then I guess that's the relationship you had with your rat, right? You felt that
But
rat is gonna protect you.
yeah, but at my 80 years of age, I mean, it doesn't
Yes,
represent a big problem.
yes, John. So, have you thought of actually finding a person rather than your cat? I mean, I know that the intimacy is very problematic.
Um, well, I don't think about that anymore. No, it's
I know,
like
John. Sometimes the trauma is too much for us. Just
I
accept
don't
it.
know if it was a trauma or if but I think I am far beyond that. I just want to share something good of my life to another being who is
Yes.
not going
Betray you
to yeah,
and
yeah,
kill your pet and destroy your
yeah,
dreams.
yeah, that's true.
So this last relationship you had that lasted for a week and a half, what broke it? Why? What happened, John?
Well, I told you, uh, it is because she said that she hated rats in general and Jerry in particular. You know the cartoon Tom and Jerry?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
So then when she said
and
that, you told me you just left the restaurant, huh? You said she went to the bathroom and you left the restaurant and never came back.
yeah, she went there when I mentioned Mighty Mouse. I mentioned that I would like to invite her to watch a recording of Mighty Mouse that I had, and she said, well, first of all, perhaps that was a signal. She made like a in front
Oh,
of me,
yes.
and then
That's
she went to the
yeah.
restroom. She said she said that she felt uncomfortable right after she finished her chilaquiles
Yes.
with beans,
Yes.
and then I thought that it was logical, and then the waiter just asked me to leave because they were about to close the place. So,
Yes.
and I didn't receive any call from her. I called her and I messaged her, and I didn't get any answer. I went to her house. I knocked and no answer either. So, well,
And John, didn't you tell me that unfortunately you've had some restraining orders against you?
oh yeah, I think I have been a little bit too effusive.
Yes, you told me that the police knows you because now you have infringed upon what, six restraining orders in the last 3 years, you said?
7.
Oh, one more added.
Hmm.
Edit. Jesus, stay. Hamid can come back a little later when he feels like he wants to jump in. I want to welcome you to our fine group. We Hate Other People Anonymous. It is time where we share all of the reasons why we do not like to be in relationship with another human being. Thank you so much for coming to our session today. I'm very glad that you joined us. We don't have a lot of members, but we are hoping that more people will come forward because I know that there are a lot of people haters out there that really want to come, but perhaps they're not in touch with their feelings. But you seem to be very comfortable with how you feel about not being in a relationship. Can you tell us anything more?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to be a people pleaser, and all of my life I have been like a people pleaser, you know.
Hmm.
But little by little, by the experiences I have collected here and there, I learned that the best thing to become is the people hater.
How did you come to that?
Well, because of the 7 restriction orders that I have had from people, and because the first companion animal that I have, I know that she will never betray me because I know that she will never put a restriction order to me.
Animals are lovely creatures. I just
Yes,
love
they
them.
are. Huh?
I just love them.
Yeah. I mean, how you cannot love animals?
Well,
They are
I have a pet gerbil myself,
a gerbil.
and a gerbil, yeah, and I tell you, when that gerbil walked in my life, it was like the best thing
Do
ever.
you mean that the gerbil walked or jumped into your life?
Oh
I
no,
mean, why
someone gave
couldn't
it to
why
me.
couldn't people be like animals? I love my alligator. My pet alligator is so sweet.
Susie, you have an alligator?
It's a pet alligator, smaller.
I
Well,
think.
I think you're a liar.
Ooh, what makes you say
I
that?
mean, John has a point. I don't have an alligator. I wish I had an alligator. It's more like a iguana, but I call it an
But
alligator.
the thing is that that animal cannot be soft, or what do you say about it? You said that it was soft, right?
Soft
I
animal?
like my iguana. My iguana, it's not that
Oh,
big.
your iguana. I understood marijuana.
No, no, it's an iguana. But
Oh,
in general, I think I do hate animals. I hate people. I mean, I hate the two of you right now, and I freely hate people.
well, don't worry because you are well corresponded, you know.
Yes. So basically, like I hate my mom. I feel that she had no right to birth me. Why am I here on this planet? I didn't want to be born.
You didn't?
No, no, I feel that this life is full of suffering. And I didn't
Oh,
want to be born. So I hate my mom because she gave me birth.
well, have you ever thought of taking your own life?
It's too much work. I mean, if there was an app for that, maybe, I could just swipe and then not exist, then that would be cool. But like taking my life, it's like, it's too much work, man. I don't want to do that.
But isn't staying alive also too much work?
You have a point there. But I exist, and to exist, you don't have to do much. And I go to dinners and boys and men pay for my lunch and dinner and whatever. And then I just
Oh,
go home and get drunk
you
and
know, they all want the same thing, don't you?
I don't know, man. I mean, like I go eat with them and then I get drunk and then the next day I don't know what happens and it's kind of like that's life,
You,
right?
you don't know what happens. Like, have you ever gotten, uh, pregnant
I
after one of
don't
these?
know. I've had a few abortions. It's
Oh
all the
my.
same.
Well,
I
no
mean,
wonder you hate people there.
yeah, I mean, I abort the kids because they didn't give me permission to bring them to this world. So it's like, I am a much more decent person than my mom. My mom gave me birth. I didn't want to be here. Now I'm here, and there you have it. I don't want to be
Can
here,
I ask,
so I'm aborting.
Susie? Can I ask you a question, Susie? Did you how how would you have communicated to your mom that you didn't want to be born? Like, how could she have heard you?
Well, if she had done meditation and like done ayahuasca and stuff, I would have come to her and said not to give me birth, but she didn't, and that's her fault.
So
I mean,
your
I'm
mom
thinking
never,
of suing her for giving me birth. Really?
so your mom never really had much of an intuition?
No, no, her only intuition is that buy Bitcoin. She doesn't even buy Bitcoin, but she just says it.
Oh. John, what about you? Do you have any intuition or anything around that with yourself, around people?
Well, no.
Oh.
No, I mean, to be honest, I don't like people
Hmm.
in general.
Huh. And you were a people pleaser for so long.
Well, that is the weird thing, you know?
Yeah. Did something change? I mean, besides the restraining orders, I mean, did something else change?
Um,
Or
I
was it all the restraining orders?
I don't remember actually, but yeah, I
But
mean, there
well,
is
you started by pleasing people all the time when you didn't really want to, obviously.
a.
And then all of a sudden you hated them. There must have been something that like flipped it or triggered it or did something.
I don't know what happened in my mind,
Oh,
but
Peter's joined us. Peter, this is
Just
John.
I just wanted to tell you guys that hate is actually kind of like love, except negative, right? Because what people don't understand is that when you hate somebody, it means that you care enough about them to hate them. So what do you think is the opposite of love? It's not it's not hate. Hate is
fear,
not.
fear.
That's a good answer if you are a spiritual. But from a point of view of pure understanding, the opposite of love is indifference, my friend. Indifference. So
Oh,
if you have like a lover or something, and you wear a hat, or you don't wear a hat, or you wear a shirt, or you wear a jacket, and she has no response except nothing, that means that she doesn't love you. She's indifferent. If you drop dead, she says nothing. If you're alive, she says nothing. So, in a way, the group of us who hate people, we are actually good people because we care enough. The worst people are the people who are indifferent, which is mainly everybody. At least we hate, and our hate means us alive. Yes, that's what I said.
that's amazing.
Thank you. I've been thinking about that. You know, on the subway.
Where, where, where do you come up with it? Is this your own thinking or have you reading books or following someone or?
I follow this obscure YouTube guy, but this is mainly my thought that that hate is not if you like this our friend John here says he hates people, but if he hates people, why does he have 7 restraining orders? So something is not quite there, right? So
Ooh,
there's
he's got an
love.
interesting point, John. What do you
He loves
think?
so much until he hates. That love turns to hate. That's all.
Well, I think that in general, he has good ideas in general. But, well, sometimes you just cannot apply that thinking to everything. I mean, it could be great if you could apply that thinking to everything, but it's a bit difficult, I guess.
Hmm. You don't really state any points as to why, or you just why don't you think it would fit?
Well, because uh, I think I think that uh, to do it to I mean you have to spend a lot of time to actually do it like all the time with everybody. And sometimes or all the times we don't have such time to think about it or to do something about it.
Domingo, you've been awfully quiet. What do you have to say about it?
Frank, I wanted to actually ask you because you are a very interesting man. I wanted to ask you if you were to choose between love, hate, and indifference, Frank. What would you choose? You, Frank, yourself.
I think well, up until tonight, I was thinking hate,
But
but
now
now
you feel that indifference is a much more powerful way of hating. As in, it's like
yeah, but indifference scares me. It makes me
Exactly.
feel very uncomfortable.
Exactly. But yet, how many people on this planet are indifferent because they are scared to hate, aren't they? Everybody is so scared to hate. Everybody is scared of hate crimes.
Well,
But
you know,
indifference,
you've got a point there. I mean, look
right?
at we're really small. There's only what, four of us here, and there's
Well,
like
there is like
billions of people out there.
8 of us, but 5 of us are sleeping, and some keep coming and leaving. But that's not my point. My point is that society would attack you if you hate somebody. If you openly hate somebody, attacks you. But indifference is celebrated in this culture. Do you understand?
I do, strangely enough.
They would tell you, like, take Canadian culture. Indifference is good. Indifference is honored and celebrated.
Oh my God. But look at the time. We're gonna have to wrap up the meeting. We're out of time before the janitor's
Thank you,
gonna come and
Frank.
kick
Thank
us
you
out.
for.
Before we leave,
Yes,
can
John.
I suggest something that I think could help us or could be good for all of us?
Sure.
Go for it, John.
Can can we bring our pets next session?
Well, some of us don't have pets, but those of us who have, why not? Why not bring a pet? I would
I'm
agree
okay
with
with that. Although you should have some sort of safety measure like a leash or something, just so that if the pets don't get along, we don't have, to deal with blood and other things like that.
Yeah, sure. I have a leash and I have yes, I have everything. Sometimes we take some walks. I don't walk the dog, but I walk the cat to the park.
Wonderful. That's great. So let's make it a pet night next meeting. I want to thank you all for coming and then thank you, John, for attending your first session. It sounds like you're going to come back because you made the suggestion about bringing your pets. So
Yeah,
welcome. I'm glad you
if I
enjoyed.
am, yes, of course. If I am alive, I will be here.
Edit John stay. So, son, I know we haven't really talked much.
Yes,
I
mom.
know we have a strange relationship, son.
Very weird.
Somehow you and I have never really connected.
Oh,
I don't know why. I don't know. I want to change things. I want to be a better mother to you. I want to
mm,
understand you better, John. And I don't know what has been wrong with us for so many years, John. For so many
Well,
years.
I think that there's no time for that anymore. I
Why do
mean,
you
I don't
say
think,
that,
I
son?
don't, because look at you and look at me. How many years has
We
gone?
have gone, it was 30 years. I know that
No, 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 I don't mean that. How long has passed? How many years has passed since you killed my rat?
I don't even remember it. But it wasn't, John, it wasn't personal. It was,
I was 5 and I told you about my rat in my room. I told you it was my friend. I told you that he had a name and I told you that we were friends.
John,
And what happened next time you saw Ben? You killed him.
John, I didn't kill your friend or whatever. It was an exterminator. It wasn't me. It was just somebody
But
that was,
if it was a Terminator, why then you cooked it in the soup?
John, I told you that wasn't
You know what
your
is
rat.
worst of all? You know what is worst of all? That you gave me or you offered to give me $5 to go and grab another rat.
If I remember, it was $10. And yes, I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
see that you remember.
Well, I mean, when you say I am not cheap, I would have never given you $5. I would give you at least $10 or $20. But what I'm trying to say is that A rat is a rat, John. Why do you have to? It's just it's just another. You
And
want?
a bad mother is a bad mother.
Oh, come on, John. It's been it's been 30 years since our last conversation. I thought I can reach out to you and we can get to a better place. What do you want me to do? I mean, the exterminator killed your rat, whatever, and I tried to make up for it. I gave you the money and you never accepted it. And since
Because I was not going to sell my body. It was even though it was a rat, we had a good relationship. We were good friends.
and you told me that I wasn't a good mother because I always let you watch TV whenever you wanted. You know, I mean, sure you wanted to hug me, and I told you I don't like to touch and I don't like to hug you, and but
Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. I understand
and
that.
and I bought you gifts and I got you. I tried to do the best I could, and it was never enough for you. I mean, your brother was so much more grateful. Your brother was
Yeah, well,
so much more grateful.
well, the first rejection that I felt about you, you know what? It was about Ben. The second rejection, you know what it was or what it is?
What is it, John?
Your bird.
My bird.
Yeah, I could never come and give you a kiss because I always felt like a sandpaper here. And I told you, Mom, why don't you shave a little bit? And you remember what you told me?
Look, that is
You
it.
told me, go and shave your rat.
Yes. And I told you that's not an appropriate thing to say to your mother. And again, that's why I prefer your brother. Because your brother would never say something as insensitive to his own mother.
Because you never killed his boa.
His boa was quite lovely. Why would I kill something so beautiful? Your
My Ben was beautiful too, and you killed him. And worst of all, you made a soup with.
exterminator killed him. I did not kill him.
Why you didn't make boa soup instead?
John, we are trying to resolve this matter that happened 40 years ago, 30 years ago. Why are you so what do you want me to do? I can buy
Mom,
you another get
mom,
you another rat.
mom, mom. You know what? You are very bad at math.
Look, John,
It was 75 years ago.
75 years ago.
Yes.
Okay, John. So then you are how old or how old am I?
Well, if I am 80, you might be 105. It's basic math, mom.
I am glad we cleared that up, John. I am glad that cleared that up. Um,
Edit. Hamid, can you come as the wise man who introduced us to this new concept of the opposite of love? There he is. So I've got to tell you, I was fascinated by your theory that you presented at the meeting the other night.
thank
I
you,
wanted to
Frank.
hear more.
Thank you, Frank.
I think why you are so wise.
Um, uh, why are you here?
I'm sorry, John, this is a
Oh,
closed meeting. Thank you.
I was not. Well, excuse me. I am an intrusive thought.
Thank you.
Oh, um,
Um, yes, Frank, what were you saying?
we were talking about. I wanted to hear more about your theory, and you were saying how haters are really kind of like the most loving people. It sounded like.
Well, I wouldn't say loving people, but I would say they care. That if you
Wow,
didn't
caring people.
care, you wouldn't hate. Hate is just negative love. Hate is emotion. It's not absence of emotion. Indifference or apathy is the absence of emotion.
would you say that not caring or feeling like you don't care is acquainted with this indifference that you talk about? Like connected?
If you want to really go deep, Frank, numbness or indifference is a form of trauma defense mechanism. When you
Trauma.
are at a place in your life that actually caring hurts so much, you go into a traumatized space. And in that traumatized space, you stop reacting. You play dead, literally. You become numb. You become indifferent. So hating is much more active. You're still energetically hating something, hating someone. You are bringing some of yourself in. You have a skin in the game. But when you are go indifferent, you have apathy, you know nothing, then what happens is that your system is crashed. You no longer can handle things.
But would you say that being in that state of indifference and not caring, is that
Yes,
physically unhealthy?
it is extremely unhealthy
Hmm. I mean, I know
because
it's
it
mentally
is
unhealthy.
literally deadening yourself. Because yes, if you hate, the thing about hating, John, is that any kind of emotion, including hate, is something that you can release. It goes through your system and it's done. It's you hate something, you hate something, you say something, it's not, it cannot sustain itself. But indifference, like any kind of deadening there is, John, it becomes completely like a rock. It classifies. It just becomes completely just like a stone.
Crystallizes.
Yes, there you go.
Hmm.
Crystallizes. And therefore it stays there. You that depression, as Martin Prechtel says, is lack of grief. Depression is when we don't feel anything, right?
Hmm.
And so, in this current reality, that so many people are traumatized and unable to handle their trauma, unable to handle all their internal chaos, what they end up doing is just not caring anymore, playing dead. And that would carry being dead in their body.
Fascinating. Fascinating stuff. I mean, how did you come upon all of this? Like, is it something that just intrigued you that you wanted to study, or did you have a life
It's
experience of it?
just Frank, this is all common sense. It's just that, all you need to do is study things and look at the patterns in life and recognize the patterns. But because everybody is so dead on the inside, everybody is so completely numb, people are just walking like zombies. They're walking in a trance without actually paying attention. Paying attention has become a sort of luxury that very few people can afford.
So I guess things like, smartphones don't help much, do they?
They are the opposite of help, John, Frank. Because the thing that happens with smartphones, the way this whole system, the way this whole reality works, the worst thing, the worst weapons that the so-called matrix has against you is distraction. The more distracted you are, the easier it is to manipulate you and control you and sell to you and fill you up with fear and whatever. And distraction is the way to do. And that is why that right now nobody can have an attention span more than 10 seconds, because they are so distracted. But then because they own the culture, they make distraction feel like, oh, your life is so rich that you're distracted. That is the opposite of truth. The more distracted you are, the more easily distracted you are, the poorer you are.
I'm wondering a little bit about our meetings and the direction I should go with some of the people that come. I mean, if hate is really like the dark side of caring, I guess I would call it. Is it healthy to have people talk about the things that they hate, or is it better to let them just stew in it and we just talk about other things?
That's actually a very brilliant thought process, John, because the more you go in that emotion, whatever that emotion is, hate, fear, whatever it is, let them hate. Let them hate even more. Let them hate even higher. Let the octave of hate to go higher and higher and higher, and express that hate, that whatever that is, that anger, that hate. Just yell about it and scream and yell and hate and hate and hate. Then suddenly you get to a point that you are fully discharged and there is nothing there. Whereas if you try to help them, if you try to fix them, if you try to make them feel better, you never get anywhere, because that thing always resists. The more resist, the more persistence brings the more resistance.
Yeah, well, the whole idea behind the meeting was to support people who feel more comfortable in not being in any kind of a intimate relationship. They don't
Yes,
even
you
like it.
celebrate them, but you asked me what's the direction, and I'm saying the direction is to engage with them and invite them to go hating and go hating and go hating and more and more and more. It's not about stopping it. It's about letting them go in there and find them and having them feel heard and more heard and listened to and observed while they're in that space. And then at some point, they're going to run out of gas. And when I run out of gas, that feeling of hate becomes kind of, it goes away because it has no longer any fuel.
I understand. I am worried though that, what happens if the hate kind of gets out of control and it doesn't become safe anymore? Is that possible?
No, it's not. And that's the funny thing. The
Well,
hate, the hate
wouldn't
that is
someone,
expressed, the hate that is expressed safely, and safely that means that the person is allowed to scream about it and get angry about it and maybe break things about it. That hate would never go into anything. It would never escalate into like destructive, really destructive things, because that part of you just wants to be expressed, simply expressed. But
Mhm.
when that part is not listened to, when that part is not accepted, when that part is not seen, then the moment the person slips, the moment the person has little power, the moment they are in their shadow, that hateful part can come out and do something like burn down the whole neighborhood. A people pleaser can do that. A people pleaser can burn down the whole neighborhood. And then after 10 seconds, they're back to themselves and they don't know what happened. And they have matches in their hand. Whereas a person who openly hates and says, I hate you and hate this, I hate that, that person would never do that, because at least they have the consciousness of something in them is not happy.
So denying the hate is dangerous. Acknowledging the
It is
hate.
absolutely dangerous. It is that is the cause of everything. It's the denial of your emotion. The more you express it, the more you feel it, the more you go into it, the more you accept it, the less
Well,
that emotion has power over you.
I'm I'm wondering if you would be interested in leading some of our evenings, because obviously you've studied this a lot. You know a lot about, human behavior and what works and what doesn't work.
Frank, what we can do, we can co-lead. You can do it, and then I can guide you when it's needed. I appreciate your stewardship, Frank. You do a good job. You brought me to these meetings, and yes, I hate people. I can't stand them. but you know, but you do a good job, Frank. Do not underestimate what you bring.
No, well, I'm not, surrendering, what I do and or anything like that. But I think that there's so much value in what you have to share that it would be helpful for
Thank you,
everyone.
Frank. I mean, listen, the only thing that people need, one of the things that people need, there's a woman, her name is, I forget her name, but she's an actor and she's a singer. Amanda something, I forget her name. And she said she used to stand at a corner, on a street corner, and she would do nothing. She would just look at people. And by looking at people, people would pay her. And then sometimes when she actually connected with somebody and they looked at her and she looked at them, she would then give them a flower and then they would pay her. And she said people would run around and drive around and yell at her, get a job, get a job. What the hell are you doing? And her answer was, the work that I'm doing is way more important than any of you do. Because for the first time, these people are actually connecting with someone that has not been connected and has not been seen for decades.
Well, yeah, those people sounded like real jerks.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why what you're doing, if you're just paying attention, if you bring in awareness to somebody's pain and let them speak it, that is an extremely healing thing, John.
Mm. It's
Right.
interesting because our intention wasn't initially to heal anything. It was just a place for us to commiserate, to get together and share the things that we don't like about people, you know?
Now that is okay, but there is a seminal thing that brought you there. And that seminal thing, because these, as you keep these as quibbles, that I hate this and I hate that, and that's great. But that core feeling of malignment, like happened with John and his mother and his rat, that is really, really important, right? To
Yeah, I
understand.
mean, I really like John. I think John had some really interesting things to share, and he was in there like, like a dirty shirt, as they say. He was
Yes,
really going for it, He was jumping
yes,
in and being very
yes,
open and telling us all about, the awful things. And, for a guy who hates people, he was very open. I was quite impressed for his first meeting.
yes. Now I'm gonna go, Frank. I have a lunch meeting with some other people I hate. I will talk to you later, my friend.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, geez, I should probably give John a call then, see if he's coming this week. Um, all right. Edit John or Jesus. Yes,
Yes.
hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello, hello.
Is this John on the phone?
Oh, yes.
Oh, hi, John.
Hi.
This is Frank from the center where we hate people and relationships.
Yes, I was about to ask who it was, and now you tell me that you are you, and
Yeah,
it's good that you're you.
it's always good and you too.
Yes, most of the
Definitely.
times I am I.
Uh, how are your pets doing? Are you going to bring your pet to the next meeting?
Yes,
Excuse me?
yes.
Oh, good, good. I'm looking forward to it. What kind of pet was it?
Remember, it was a cat,
Oh,
but it is a cat.
It's still, but yeah, I hope so. Yeah, because we all have remember that story, awful story about your mother and the first pet you ever had.
Yeah, yeah, it was very sad.
Yeah.
So,
How is your relationship with your mother now?
it's better. You know why?
No, please tell
Because
me.
now we don't have any relationship at all.
So, because she did what she did, and
No, because
because
she died.
she died.
Yeah.
Oh, when did she die?
2 days ago.
Oh, really? Oh, my
Mhm.
goodness. I'm so sorry. My condolences.
No, don't be sorry.
Oh, okay. But she was your mom, although you didn't like her that much, I guess.
Well, she didn't like me either. So,
She didn't like you? Are you sure about that?
yeah, we had a talk like 3 days ago. I
The
mean,
day before she died?
yeah, one day before she died,
Oh my God.
we had this talk, and she didn't even remember that she was like 105 years.
Well, that can happen when you get to be that age, of course.
Yeah, but you know, I am a little bit concerned about my grandma.
Your grandmother? She's
Yeah, she's,
she's still alive?
yeah.
How old is she?
Oh, let me do the math, but she might be around 135, I guess.
Oh my God, you guys must have long lifespans in your genes.
Well, yeah.
You sound like it's nothing at all. I mean, not too many people live to 135 or even 105.
Well, yeah, some people have luck, some people don't. So I guess my grandmother didn't get lucky. That's why she's still alive.
But your grandmother didn't get lucky, you said?
No, because she's still alive, and well, she has been suffering a lot in her life.
Oh, is she physically unwell?
Oh, no, she's physically very nice, very good, but mentally, I guess, I mean, I think that the problem that the whole family we have is mental.
Edit
Man.
John stay as my grandson.
Yes, grandma.
So your mother is gone, huh?
Yeah, she's gone.
I wonder if I should worry. I mean, I am a little older than your mom.
Yeah, but the important thing here is how do you feel?
I feel good. I went watched golfing today. It was good.
There you go.
Yes,
Then I don't think that you have to worry at all.
yes. Your mother, she was a difficult child. She was a
And
difficult.
she was a difficult adult too.
She was very. I don't know what would be the word. Like the way she treated you, the way she treated your brother was so different. So different.
I know, he was preferred over everything
Yes,
else.
that Manuel, your brother, and how is Manuel doing, anyways?
Well, I think he's doing well in the at the retirement house.
Yes, I heard that he was a ladies' man and he had what is it? His last girlfriend was what 50 years younger than him or something. The man was
Yeah, I think it was like something about that.
he is
He's always weird.
he's like a lady magnet. I know it is that Manuel is, you know.
Yeah, he has been always very weird. I mean, how weird you need to be to have a boa like a pet.
Yes. I guess it's I don't know, your brother always had a way to connect to the dark side. He was strange. He.
Yeah. But well, now he's having a good life there, I guess. You know, uh, in 3 days, I guess it's 3 days. I'm going to go to a meeting with some friends, and I will take my cat pet there.
Oh, you have a cat now. That's nice. I'm glad you have a cat.
Yeah, I have a cat, and I'm going to take her to the meeting that we have.
When was the last time you talked to your brother Manuel?
I guess it's 3 years ago.
What is your relationship with him now?
Yeah, I know I have a brother. That's good.
So that bad, huh?
Well, he doesn't care about me. I don't care about him.
He must be quite sad now that your mother is gone. They were very close, weren't they?
Well, for him, I guess it is very sad, but for me, it's like, I mean, I cannot say that it was like a relief, but it was like a relief.
I mean, your mother was an eccentric child. I would say that. Say that.
Yeah,
Didn't understand most of what she did.
yeah, she was an eccentric adult, eccentric adult too.
She was. And those horrible paintings she made. Oh my God. She was very.
Oh, don't please don't mention
Oh
those
my
paintings.
God. That
No,
painting
don't
of the.
mention them. No, I don't want
Oh,
to
that
talk
tree
about
painting
them.
that she made was a nightmare. And I know that she put it in your living room and made everybody look at it.
Yeah,
Horrible.
I know.
She
I
made
mean,
horrible.
why? In what world? In what mind can you put the picture of a crying baby in your son's bedroom?
And then when you said, Mom, take it away, he said, don't be so sensitive, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
And she told you, I'm
And
going to give you something to cry about.
and then she put another painting of a boy, of a crying boy.
And then what else? What did she put in your brother's room if she put stuff like that in your room?
Well, uh, there was you said that my mom was eccentric, and you're right. You know what happened after my mom put those candles in my brother's bedroom?
What happened?
The house got fired, and you remember what happened when the house got fired?
When the God house got burned, yes, what did your mother do?
Well, she didn't do much, but the weird thing of everything is that the only thing that was saved was the paintings of the crying kids.
That is very strange. And then
Yeah, that
that is when you guys lived in a homeless shelter for what, a couple of years, isn't it? Because you could. That was very
3 years, 3 years while the house was rebuilt.
wow.
Yeah.
Jesus, stay. Brother, she's gone. Our mother, she's gone.
Yeah, she's gone to meet her maker.
I miss her so much.
Well, yeah, she kicked the bucket.
It, you have to be so crude.
Well, I am just practical. She went to push daisies from the bottom.
It, that is not very nice for you to say.
She's wearing now the wooden pajamas
What do you mean by that, wooden pajamas? What are you talking about?
that she's in the coffin, and the coffin is wooden.
Oh, brother, you are full of anger and hate. Your mother was a good woman, you know.
For you, but you
Oh,
don't do remember what she did to, I think that you start having some kind of dementia.
Eh, Dimension?
Yeah, do you don't remember what she did to my pet when I was a kid?
What pet?
Ben?
Ben? That
Ben?
mangy rat that kept eating the cheese that you always left out for it?
Be more respectful to Ben's memory, please.
But that exterminator that mom was sleeping with, he took care of your.
And you remember that after that she gave us a rat soup?
That wasn't rat soup. That was rabbit stew.
No. Remember that she gave me the tail and it was a rat's tail.
Well, that was a
edit
little bad taste.
William as Frank, Jesus stay.
Hang on, I gotta do an adjustment. I'll be right back. I can talk in the dark. You can carry on, Hamid. I'll just
So
have to.
Frank here as we wanted to co-lead this session today with Frank. We talked about several things that Frank is gonna do to make these meetings even more powerful. And one of the things that I humbly suggested to Frank was to have people express their hate. Like John here hated his mom, and he's aware of his hate, but we didn't ask him, we didn't invite him to go in that hate, to go in that anger, and go deep and deep and deep. But that's what we wanted to do today.
I needed to mention something too, is that John just lost his mother a little while ago, and his mother was the source of much of his trauma as well.
So, John, how does that make you feel now that your mom is gone? Is your hate any less of her?
Uh, do I have to go deep into those feelings right now?
Well, I am asking you, how do you feel now that your mother is gone? It's because you hated her. Now that she's gone,
Oh, well, it's like, I don't want to say that it's like the day is brighter, but the day is brighter. It's like today is not going to rain. Actually, it's not to rain because the weather service said that today was not going to be to rain. Perhaps that's why it looks brighter. But yeah, I feel good.
the thing I wanted to say to you, Frank, is that the external person dying or being alive is not as important as that internal image we carry. You understand, Frank? So if you do the work and actually go after the internal image of the mother or the person you hate, the release you feel is so much deeper than not actually that person dropping dead in person. When that person inside you ceases to have power and ceases to be, that gives you so much more power than the person actually literally dying. Do you understand what I'm saying, Frank?
I think nobody understood what you said.
Frank, did you understand what I said?
I had a sense of it. Yeah, just he needed
So that
to.
is why the inner work is much deeper and much more important than the outer work. If
Mhm.
you go out there and yell at your mother and yell at your father or yell at your brother or yell at your friend, that does very little to solve your trauma than actually dealing with your internal image of them. And when you deal with your internal image of them, that internal persona of them, that internal representative of them, then what happens on the outside doesn't even matter anymore.
So
Anyways,
what would? Oh, go ahead.
that was my point.
Oh, okay. Uh, all right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your point.
And
Um,
seeing, guys, it's been